And we're back to conclude the wedding episodes. We are reviewing episode 10. And so let's pick up right where we left off. Cal speaks to his brother about, his fears of the love, fizzling between his sister and I. And Sharon, Sorova's sister and mom, um, you know, are emotional seeing her in her wedding dress. Cal says he has mixed emotion, and Cal walks down the aisle. Kanjit Sarova's dad will walk her down the aisle, and her father got emotional. The the audience stands for the bride, and Kyle whispers that he's nervous, and she whispers back, "Don't be nervous." At this point, they are on the aisle holding hands. Sorova shares her written vows about their pod experience. She credits him with helping her find her voice, and she's excited for him to be the father of her children one day. Cal shares his memorized vows. Sorover says, "I do." Kalim, aka Cal, pauses and he also says, "I do." Now it's time for the ring exchange. Sorover said the ring is stunning. They kiss and they hold hands down the aisle, married. Sorover changes into her Indian bridal gown for the reception, and they cut the cake. Now it's time for Kieran and Megan's wedding day. Kieran talks to his mom. He said that he has decided to wear a top hat and a coat. Even if he upstages his mom, it's his wedding day. He wants to look good. And his sister Yasmin is also there. Mom said that her daughters are the biggest achievements that she's are her best achievements. This is Karen's mom, no, sorry, Megan's mom, Ramona, and the sister Jasmine. She said that her having her daughters was the biggest achievements that she ever has, and like she loves being a mother. It's the best. Karen talks to his dad about being nervous, and he gives him his speed punk watch as the something old, something new, something borrowed, but as the something old. Karen says that it completes his look. And his father kind of tears up, and they have a moment. All right. Um, Marriage is obviously an important decision for Megan and Kieran. They are the couple at the far right. And so it's so exciting because Meg's mother walks her down the aisle, and Karen turns around and smiles, seeing her coming down the aisle. His dad whispers to his brother, "Look at him, he's gone," like meaning he's like really into her. Karen tears up, saying his vows. He said that he can't imagine his life without her, that she'll be a caring wife and mother one day. And Megan shares her written vows, and she said she can't imagine her life without him as well. And she feels joy being with him. Then Karen and Megan say, "I do." They exchange rings, and she says, "Yay, it fits." And they seal their vows with a kiss. She cheers, holding his hand down the aisle. They are now Mr. and Mrs. Um, think about that in a UK accent. It sounds so much better. And now we are officially at the couple right next to me, also on the right. It is Ashley and Billy's wedding day. He said he woke up nervous, that he missed her more than he expected. Their days apart prior to the wedding. He decided not to. He is undecided because this is his second wedding this time around, and he doesn't want to mess it up. He found he's glad that he at one point excuse me. So Ashley's so happy because she said at one point that she wouldn't find love or that she deserved it. She is processing, and she said she's prepared to hear a no if the event he does say no. And so Cassie, Billy's sister, says that she is scared, and that he might feel pressure, and he might feel guilty for not knowing, what his at this point what he wants in his heart, um, and having his doubts about her job still. He feels loved and supported, and knows that Ashley said she feels loved and supported by her friends and her family. Lorraine, mom, Ashley's mom sees her in her dress, and her mom and sisters cry and they hug. Seeing her in her dress, it was a very emotional moment. She said she's ready to go down to the altar. Um, and she says, "Let's get married, baby." And so Billy waits for her at the altar, and his dad turns around, and Ashley and her dad hug, and they drive to the venue. And at this point, she wants a forever love. She wants commitment, and at this point, William William, aka Billy, is ready for. Said that he never. Uh, and Ashley's basically saying she never had the experience, and she'd like to be with him till death do they part. Um, Her dad walks her down the aisle, and they share their written vows about the pod experience, and she really sweetly says to Billy, "You are my person." Billy shares, his memorized vows, and she makes him a better man. She says, "I do," and surprisingly, Billy also says, "I do." His dad tears up, and they exchange rings and a kiss, and she says, "We got hitched, baby." I love Ashley. She's so excited. Now we're back to Barda. They are Barda stands by her decision. She wants to work it through, but Jed thinks right now they could benefit from some time apart. And that is the end of episode 10. I watched the video before this, guys. It is the review of episode 9, the beginning of 10. It's about 9 minutes and 50 seconds. So these are the wedding episodes. Be back here on Monday, September 1st. I will be reviewing the reunion. It is airing August 31st, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and watch it, enjoy, and I'll be back with a couple of updates. Have a great weekend.